Morning, people. Morning, America. Hope everyone's doing great. Day 157 here in Snohomish, Washington, and we're getting ready to head out here to some breakfast for our gracious host, and then we're going to head up to Diablo Lake. So this is a development. This saves us 2 days of road walk, and frankly, when you add up the miles, it's additional miles above and beyond when you count it all up. And two, most importantly, it reduces our pack weight, which we already have 5 days of food, so that's a lot. And three, good news piece, I found out my wife sent me her flight itinerary, and she'll be actually coming to Seattle, which I already mentioned in a previous video, but it's for real now. She's got a flight, and you know, finishing the trail sooner than later definitely now fits into the timeline. So the plan is it'll be 3 days from Diablo Lake, 2.5 to the border, and then we'll start hiking back to Harps Pass. So we'll update you here as the day progresses. All right, on our way back to trail. So we're past Concrete, Washington. We're on Highway 20, and thanks to buddy Ryan, appreciate it. That's funny. So this saves us 2 days of hiking and 2 days of food, which is 4 pounds to make up for that. So the weather forecast for our border day is like the high is like in the low 30s, and so picked up a set of these gloves. I use these in the Sierra. They're basically fish processing gloves, but these are called icebreakers. They're completely waterproof. They're tactile. If you're in cold, wet weather, totally recommended. Don't spend $100 on stupid gloves when for $8.99 you can get these things, and they are better. Again, I use these in the High Sierra, and I'm using them again in Northern Washington because it's starting to get cold, and it's been in the 40s and rainy, so good stuff. That, my friends, is one of the world's most exciting water slides. All right, so we're here, Diablo Dam, and get ready to start. And shout out to Ryan. Thank you so much, brother.
You bet, man. Go Cougs.
Go Cougs all the way. And so we're back on trail, and Objective Canada will be there in 3 days. All right, back on trail, Diablo Dam. Let's do this. We're gonna follow that north end of Diablo Lake and then head towards Ross Lake today. We'll hike the southern arm of Ross Lake and start working our way up towards the PCT, which we'll get to tomorrow at Holman Pass. We got some pretty detailed hiking, some tough hiking tomorrow. So more to follow on that. $1. That is a water slide, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so about 3.5 miles in, there's Diablo Lake down there. Saw the boat tour just go by there, and there's Highway 20 across the ravine and at the lake. Real pretty trail. Dam coming up on Ross Lake at the 4.6 mile point. Okay, folks, it's been a while since I've bitched about something, so it's not more of a bitch, it's more of an editorial. So I run into this couple about a mile back, and it's a guy and a girl, and the guy comes to me and says, "Hey, are we on the trail?" I'm like, the trail. That infers like it's the only trail in the state of Washington. I'm like, we're on the Diablo Lake Trail. He goes, "Oh, are we still going up?" I'm like, "Up to where?" And he just looks at me. They have backpacks on. They're just wandering through the woods with no maps, no clue. It's people like that why search and rescue stay in business so much. You know, pro tip, if you're gonna go in the fucking woods, do some fucking homework beforehand. And like, study where you're walking. Don't just get out of your car and just start walking into the woods, you know, expecting fucking things to just go well. I mean, it's stupid questions like that. Are we on the trail? Yeah, it's the only trail in the state of Washington, dumbass. You know, so anyways, it's an observation. You know, come prepared, study the maps, know which way back to camp, have a contingency plan, carry some freaking essentials, for God's sakes. We live in the information age. Look the stuff up. I'm not here to be pretentious. I'm a professional backpacker. I've been doing this for a while now. And it's like, you got to have some skills, some preparation. Anyways, rant complete. And at mile 4.76, there was a bridge. It's a beautiful bridge. It's a 10 out of 10 bridge. And it's full of tourists. That's an interesting water source. Yeah.
Shit happens.
So we are on the Happy Panther Trail now, and we're on the Pacific Northwest Trail. Actually, we've been on it, and there's beautiful beginnings of Ross Lake, and Ross Dam was back there. So, all right, we'll keep hiking along. All right. So about 9 miles in on the Pacific Northwest Trail, and we're heading to the east bank of Ruby Creek, which is an arm of Ross Lake, and we'll be following Ruby Creek for the remainder of the afternoon, and then we'll re-intercept the PCT heading up tomorrow towards Devil's Pass, then Sky Pilot Pass, and then we'll be in the western, we're actually in the Pasayten Wilderness starting tomorrow. Then we'll hit Holman Pass and start heading north on the PCT again. So that's the plan, and we'll keep you updated. And we're coming up on our first bridge of the PNT in the Western Pasayten. Very nice bridge. Look at this nice creek. Ah, beautiful Zen-like waterfall. And look at her going all the way down. That's pretty. This bridge is a 9 out of 10. Thumbs up. All right, coming up on our second bridge on the PNT in the Western Pasayten. She's an old one. We're still doing well. Beautiful waterfall. Look down below. Ah, pretty. Very pretty. Nice bridge. I'll give it a 7 out of a 10. As I walk here, I just came to the realization that I'm under 50 miles from finishing the PCT. And the last couple miles, I've been thinking about, you know, the last 5+ months, and just the places I've been, and the jaw-dropping moments, and the aha lessons, and you know, and I'm gonna talk about that much more when it's all over. But just capturing for the record as I walk here in this beautiful northern Washington forest, that, you know, I'm just taking it all in, man, because like all things in life, they come to an end. And but to me, you know, this, like I've said before, this isn't like, you know, this is just a deployment, man, but it's been a good one, and the lessons have been great and very rich, you know. And it's not about the miles, it's the people, the smiles, the acts of kindness, you know, the life lessons. Those are the things that stick with me as I walk these remaining miles. You know, tomorrow is going to be a brutal climb, but with a brutal climb comes good lessons. Every time you do something tough, you know, it teaches you something. It makes you stronger. So these are good things. And if it was easy, you never sign up to do them, you know? That's why you do these things. You know, man is built to take on hard tasks. We are built to work. We're not built to sit around and let time, you know, just go by, because God gave us the intellect, the ability, the capacity to perform, to do work, and you got to make use of it. And let me tell you, I have been. So there you go, some thoughts on this fine Sunday afternoon. So this is the Ruby Creek Bridge on the PNT. So two creeks come together on Ruby Creek. Look at that. That is beautiful. Then that heads towards Ross Lake. And so what's going to happen here is this trail's going to split up here to the left. That'll be the PNT. And then we're going to go right on Trail 736 towards Jaquita Ridge, and to join back up with the PNT tomorrow. I would grade this bridge as a 9 out of 10. All right, peeps, end of day 157. We are next to Canyon Creek in a beautiful campsite. Across the river is a bunch of cars and a trailhead, which we have no issues with because they can't come over here. And got my tarp set up in a classic A-frame using two trees as guy out points. So I got a nice taut pitch and lots of headroom tonight. So as you can see in here, nice A-frame going there on my second to last night northbound on the Pacific Crest Trail through hike. So gonna do some map study tonight, make sure we're good to go, and eat some dinner, relax, get a good night's rest, because tomorrow we're going up Jaquita Ridge Trail, which is a pretty steep climb, and then we'll intercept the Pacific Northwest Trail again at Devil's Pass, and then like I said before, go over a couple passes, reach Holman, and then do our final setup for the last day northbound on our through hike, which should be Tuesday. Anyways, today was a good day, and signing out from camp. Peace. More America, back on trail, day 158. Second to last day on the PCT, and I'm recording this before we start going vertical, because the first couple miles are going to be a bitch. But regardless of that, you know what they say, today's gonna be a freaking awesome day, boys and girls. Let's get after it. All right, 4 miles in. 3,219 feet of gain, 12 foot of descent, 5161 feet. Trees are starting to get shorter. There may be a ridge up here somewhere. This climb has proven to be worthy. It is a hard climb. I'm averaging about 2.2 miles an hour, and it is type 2 fun. All right, we are kind of moving. We're at 5,700 feet, and let me check how we're doing progress wise. We're 7 miles in, and yeah, so my dummy moment. So somebody's going to be a lucky owner of Shox headphones, because I dropped them a couple miles back, probably when I was putting my freaking buff back on. It probably just came right off and hit the deck. So congratulations to whoever lucky hiker is, wins a free set of my Shox headphones. They serve me well for 2,500 plus miles, and now they'll be someone else's property. And frankly, it's fitting. It's a good lesson, because now I have to hike the remainder of this with no music. I have to do it in silence, and I have to suck it the fuck up. And it's time to pay the man. We're gonna get to the end, and we're gonna do it the hard way. You know, it's this alternate path is my Buddha. It's my teacher, and it is teaching me to simplify and to, you know, embrace this. So instead of being upset about it, I'm not upset. I just recognize that it's a signal that I need to focus, and there's something to be learned from this. And so that's what we're doing. Now that said, it's so I think I have another 5 miles on this trail before I intersect the Pacific Northwest Trail. And one thing I did was I packed 2 lunches for today, recognizing that we're gonna have over 10,000 feet of climb, so, and almost 7,000 feet of descent. So I've already cold soaked and prepared lunch number 1. So I get to the next water source here in a couple miles. We're gonna eat lunch number 1 and then immediately cold soak lunch number 2 and prepare that. So there's my long rant, 2 minutes and some odd seconds. It's a good lesson. What's your Buddha? What's the piece of adversity in your life that is meant to be in front of you, that's your teacher? And I'm mixing some Eastern philosophy into this. There you go. This, I think, is Devil's Peak Shelter. Does not meet Appalachian Trail standards. It is old as fuck. It does have tools of opportunity in here, commensurate with the threat. See the hammer? Oh yeah. Not that you need a hammer to ward the mice away. Yeah. And it's looking overcast. It's gonna be amazing weather. So up on Chiquita Ridge, this is looking south. Look at the glaciers. Wow. Just incredible views. These mountains are spectacular in the North Cascades. And yeah, truly God's country. Keep grinding.
Keep grinding.
Keep grinding. Look at that. Oh, goodness. So yeah, we've climbed 5,000 feet now and only gone down 413 feet. And we were down at that meadow eating lunch number 1. And now we're up here. We're still climbing on Chiquita Ridge. And we have another couple miles before Devil's Pass. Beautiful day. And yeah, that's the lesson, is keep grinding until the grinding's done. Keep charging. All right, so right there is Jack Mountain. It's a little over 9,000 feet. To the right of that in the distance with the glaciers is Mount Chucksan. And we were down there. So in 30 miles, we basically went down 1,300 feet, up 1,300 feet, and back up. So heading towards Devil's Pass and the PNT. What a day. Forecast calls for rain tonight. So we have another probably 12 miles or so before Holman Pass. All right, we're about 16 miles in and we're on the Pacific Northwest Trail again. This is gorgeous. And we're heading eastbound on the PNT. So we're about 7.5 miles to Holman Pass in the PCT. All right, coming up on the final pass on the PNT. before we rejoin the PCT. Sky Pilot Pass, 6,300 feet, and 3 miles to Holman Pass. All right, end of day 158. Just under 25 miles. Made it off the PNT and made it to Holman Pass on the PCT, and set up for the night. And it's supposed to rain tonight, and yeah, we'll see how the pitch goes. But I basically pitched for light rain, so we'll see how it goes. But the plan tomorrow is we're going to wake up normal time at 4 and evaluate the rain. If it turns out it's a little too much, then we'll wait till 6 to get up and then depart at 7 and then head to the border and then hike back. And our plan is to make it to Hopkins Lake tomorrow night, and that'll get us set up for the return trip back to Harts Pass the day after. But today is the last full northbound day on my PCT through hike, so it is in the books, and I'm going to enjoy my last northbound dinner tonight. And so it's a mix of biscuits and gravy and some Spam and ramen noodles, and it's going to be great, and I'm going to enjoy some Belgian chocolate with it. So anyways, yeah, tomorrow's an exciting day. I'm going to get some rest and get up and hit it hard, and as always, keep charging. Morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is day 159, back on trail. We are about 2 miles north of Holman Pass, and it rained all last night. It's beautiful though. Should clear out this morning. We're about 15 miles from the Canadian border, and the word of the day today is closure. It's as simple as that. Closure. And we're gonna keep going, and we'll update you as we head down the trail. And you know what I'm gonna say, today's gonna be a freaking awesome day. That's freaking amazing. And the sun, Bob, is working his way above the ridge. Oh my gosh. Man, the sun's coming. Last day on the PCT, boys and girls, and the sun's rising. God is good. And another beautiful mountain pass on the way to Canada. Hoo-yah, America. All right, so what's the name of this lake? Hopkins Lake. So we're gonna slack pack to the border, getting all our stuff out here to dry. And guess what's happening right now? It's snowing. It's August 27th, and it's snowing. We were up on that ridge. That was 7,000 feet. We're down now, and it's snowing on the last day of the PCT. Can't make this stuff up, people. Okay, so this is what the trail looks like 5 miles from the Canadian border, and it's still snowing. Still snowing. Left Hopkins Lake, much lighter load, slack packing, and hopefully I don't have to up layer. And just like that, it comes to an end. You walk all these miles to get to a pile of wood. Hello.
Hello.
I'm in Canada. All right, cool. So cool. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Northern Terminus. Canada, Mexico. All right. Done. All right, so I am back from the Northern Terminus, and I am at Hopkins Lake, where I came back to a snowstorm. And as you can see, I am storm pitched low, and I'm kind of on a shitty slope, but that's all right. And you can see up here how I'm pitched up against a tree, and it's comfy, gets the job done. And I sent some messages off letting some folks on the outside, including my wife, know that I reached the Northern Terminus. Yeah, I'm about to cold soak some dinner, and to celebrate tonight I have some European chocolate. It's a Ritter Sport. It's really good, and I had it saved specifically for tonight. And now that I am a thru hiker, it's hard for me to say that along with my name, that I'm a thru hiker. I'm just an ordinary person, and I'm just out camping tonight, and we're gonna hit the trail tomorrow morning heading south towards Hart's Pass, and that will include 13 new miles of PCT. We didn't hike because we didn't come on back onto the PCT via Hart's Pass. We came on through the other one, Holman Pass, via the PNT. So that'll be good. But the goal tomorrow is to get to Mazama and then find our way back to Seattle. And then the next adventure will begin. And stay tuned. I'll talk more about that here in coming videos. I have some other stuff. Once I get sorted out through stuff, I have I'm going to be doing a cross-country road trip with my lovely wife. So I'll probably be documenting that. And also talking about some lessons learned from the trail, gear selection, stuff like that. Tons of stuff to unpack. It's going to be awesome. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you tomorrow. I will miss this. Absolutely. I will miss this. But I can always come back. About half an hour ago, Zen Commando and I were walking along. We run into this couple. Turns out they're from Leavenworth, Steve and Julie. Shout out to Steve and Julie. And we got to talking. They were asking us about our thru hike, and when we told them we're done, they said congratulations. And Julie offers us a fresh salted baguette from the bakery in Mazama. And let me tell you, boys and girls, that was absolutely delicious. That hit the spot. Now, I was thinking at the time, olive oil, salami, oh, that would go so good with it. So now I'm thinking about Mazama and food instead of safety on trail, which is not good because I'm still on trail. Anyways, I wanted to share that with you. Trail magic, man, it's amazing. I'm gonna miss that, and one of my promises is to give trail magic. So look out, Florida Trail. It's coming this winter. Out. All right, enjoying the last couple miles before Hart's Pass here. So beautiful. It's all good. Good old US 97 heading to Wenatchee, Columbia River.